What's up, Indonesia? It's Alexander23. You can check out my interview on CreativeDisc.com, the number one music site in Indonesia. See you later.
Hello, CD lovers. Welcome back to Creative Disc exclusive interview. Dunde Yuwono is here, and today I'm going to ask for accountability because this musician has just released his latest work after almost a year. So here with me now, Alexander23. Hello, Alex. How are you?
I'm doing very well. Thank you for having me. It's good to be back.
Thanks for having me as well. It's been a year since we've talked because the last time we've talked, you're doing some press in Asia. So are you already mastering DJ? Because last time we spoke, you are learning to DJ.
I don't know if I would say a master yet, but I'm definitely better than the last time we spoke.
Okay, so let's say, can we have some upbeat song next week from Alex23 and some DJ stuff going on?
Oh, it's coming. We're working on it.
Okay, so can't wait for that. So before we jump into the interview and talk about your music, hit me if it helps. I have to congratulate you for the opening of John Mayer's concert. You are
Thank
now
you. Thank you very
living
much.
the dream by becoming one of them. So how's the touring with John Mayer so far?
Oh, it's been surreal. It's just been unbelievable. I've obviously looked up to him for so long, and
Mm-hmm.
it's very cool to first of all, just a friendship is starting, and he's just been incredibly generous, both with his time and with his team and stuff. And
Mm-hmm.
it's been amazing every single night to just get to go on stage and play in front of that many people, and his fans are so kind and so welcoming. It's been a beautiful
Yeah.
experience.
Yeah, I cannot believe the first time that you heard about you becoming the opening act. How was that feel? What's your reaction?
Oh, I thought my manager was messing with me. I didn't think he was serious. I
Okay.
thought it was a joke. And
Mm.
then he said it enough times, I started to believe him. And I said, "You better not, be kidding. I'll kill you if you're kidding. This is not funny. This is not a funny joke."
Okay.
And it turned out to not be a joke. And now I've been on the road. We've done 4 shows, and we got a few
Yes.
more, and it's been amazing.
Ooh, I'm totally got it that I cannot have those tour in Indonesia, but soon it will be. Finger crossed.
Exactly. Yeah.
So
As soon as we can.
yeah, true. So, Alex, like I said before, it has been almost a year since you are releasing new music, right? And your last EP, Oh No Not Again, just turned 1 year, if I'm not mistaken, last week.
Yep.
So, what happened between those time?
Yeah. I mean, what happened is I set out to write an album, and it was a different process than writing an EP, at
Right.
least for me. And it was nice to kind of have the time and space to really experiment with my sound, and try on different sounds and see what felt good and what didn't feel good. And I'm really excited about the results, and I'm really excited to continue sharing this new music. But
Mhm.
it's crazy. I can't believe it's been a year, and I'm so grateful for everyone over there that's stuck with me throughout this past year of not putting out music. And I promise that I'm going to make it worth your while.
So if I'm not misheard, you are what is it, like, working on your debut album?
Hmm.
Okay, so that is why you've been inactive for so long, not releasing some work, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay, so let's talk about Hit Me If It Helps because I love this song so much. It sounded
Oh,
so
thank you.
different than your previous release, and in a good way,
Hmm.
I mean. So tell us about the inspiration behind the song because the first time I hear this song, I would like to say, like, who heard this man? Who who dared to hurt this man? Tell us more about the song.
That's amazing. Yeah, for me, it's a song about moving on, and I think moving on
Mm,
is I think a very difficult thing to do sometimes, and I think it requires a lot of give and take, not only with the other person but with yourself.
yeah.
And I think often hate is kind of something we reach for in our toolbox of remedies to get over someone, and it might work for a little bit, but it's not going to work in the long run. And sometimes, for me at least, like this song is me kind of really facing that reality and a few more realities.
So is it the way you cope with move on thing? Is it the way you move on by writing them down to a song or?
Totally. Yeah. For me, the writing process is super therapeutic.
Mm.
It's kind of how I like finally release those emotions and send them on their way. And you know, I hope the effect of that is other people receiving them through the form of the song and then
Yeah.
getting to get over whatever they're dealing with in their own way on their own time. But with my music is kind of a tool in their toolbox.
Mm-hmm. So speaking about moving on, for anyone out there who didn't have what is it like the capacity to write a song to like
Hmm.
embrace the moving on period, what is the best tip that you can give to what is like have move on from their ex?
Yeah, the best tip I can give for sure, and this is what I try and remind myself to do is I think kind of moving on has its own timetable, you know, like it's going to happen at its own pace. And I think with kind of any negative feeling, the best thing to do is to just focus on the things that you can control. And, you know, moving on is going to take as long as it's going to take. And in the
Yeah.
meantime, all you can do is focus on the things that, you know, you have a bit more control over.
Focus on yourself and focus on the thing that you have to do. That's a great tip. So,
Exactly.
so
Yep.
if I'm not mistaken, I already do some digging. You are working this song with Olivia Rodrigo, and you previously working with her on her album as well, right? How was it to work with her? Like such a phenomenal musician, right there.
Yeah, I mean, it was incredible. I mean, she's very clearly brilliant, but I think in private she's as brilliant and as thoughtful as she is
Mm.
within her own music. And so it was very nice and comforting to write such a kind of emotionally delicate song with someone that's so thoughtful and caring as well as a friend.
Mm. Okay, so will there be any like collaboration with her on Alexander 23 album? Can we have a hint or something?
I don't know, maybe in the future, but for now, I'm just so grateful that she lent her insane songwriting skills for
Yes.
this one. It was such a joy to get to write this one with her.
So Alex, speaking about the Hate Me If It Helps again, right? This is like probably like the introduction to your debut album because you said before that you are currently working in your album. So tell us more
Hmm.
about this debut album. Can do you have any like image that you will put on the album or what?
Any, sorry, say that one more time. Any what?
Any like image or like how
Uh,
the album's gonna be like?
yeah, I think the album it's pretty eclectic. There's certainly some a bit more like old school Alexander 23 type acoustic songs,
Yeah.
just sad acoustic music that you know I'm really comfortable writing. But I also tried to really push myself to kind of find some new sounds that felt equally as good and equally as valid and authentic. And so I think it's all over the place in a strangely cohesive way. I think um, I'm really proud of kind of how I pushed myself in different directions while still kind of maintaining the integrity of an Alexander 23 sounding song.
Mm, mhm. So is it still the same process that you have when you are releasing Oh No Not Again and what is it working with this debut album? Is it the same process that you have in terms of like writing new music or get the inspiration from?
I'd say it's a little different because at least for Ona again, it was written kind of in a rolling period of like, you know, write a song, put it out, write a song, put it out, and eventually it kind of
All right.
came together to form an EP. But with this, what was really nice was that I wasn't writing for the next song. I was writing with the intention of it being an album, which I think allowed me to creatively go in some directions that I wouldn't have necessarily traveled to if I was so concerned with just writing the next song.
Okay. So here's the random question that I would like to ask about you. So
I
within
can't wait.
those 1 year like time of inactive period, what is the thing that most likely not a lot of people know about Alexander 23? They and when you say
Mm,
it, they will not believe that no, Alexander 23 not doing that.
whoa, that is a good question. Well, I mean, now I have the worst memory. I got to think back on this past year.
Right.
Well, I think part of what kind of made this, I don't know, I feel like I'm always working so much, but I definitely took, I was working really hard, but I took some time off of writing for a little bit, and I was focusing on more, production for other people and stuff, which might be surprising because I love writing songs so much, and I'm usually always in the studio, and part of this last year was certainly making an effort to not always be writing and give myself some space and some time. So maybe not the sexiest and most romantic answer, but for me that was crazy.
Okay, okay. So you are still like working on the music like all the time because
All the time, yeah.
I don't know, like I do feel like you are living not in your house but in your studio right now.
Oh, that's for sure. That's for sure. And that's the way I like it. It's fun. It doesn't feel like work.
Okay, so my last question will be like the this is the question I already asked for a bunch of musicians because I want to know what is their like a definition of this word. So from
Mhm.
Alexander 23, what the definition of music?
Definition of music.
What is music for
Incredible
you?
question. I think it is a translation of a feeling
Ooh, nice.
is how I would describe it. And I think you could do that in many ways, not just lyrically, but musically or melodically or rhythmically. I think there's a lot of different dimensions of music, and they're all equally valid, and all can equally convey an emotion. And I think
Mhm.
what we do, at least for me, by trying to write music, is trying to kind of dissect the feeling into a more kind of digestible thing, because we all feel things that are hard to describe. And I think for
Yeah.
me, the most uh tempting songs to write, I'd say, are the ones that are the most challenging.
Mhm. And the translation of music can be felt by the listeners and also the writers of the song, right?
Totally, yeah, of course.
Okay, so Alex, this is my last two question. When it comes to touring, though, let's finger cross, Indonesia will still be on the list, right?
Oh, you better believe it. I mean, I feel like I've been saying this for years now, but
Yeah.
I'm coming over as soon as I possibly can. I'm dying to come over. I know that it's going to be worth it when I finally do, and it'll be so
Yes.
nice to get to sing these songs together.
And I can't believe that one day I can witness Alexander 23 live in Indonesia. Perhaps
Oh,
like
that is for sure.
playing some of my favorite song of yours, and like gonna scream out the lyrics.
Oh, it would mean the world. That would be the best night of my life. When I come over, you got to let me know which songs you want to hear, because I'll make sure to do those.
All of the songs in Oh No Not Again. It
Okay, easy.
will die. I will die to hear that
Okay,
song
that'll make
live.
two of us. So I'm ready. I'm ready. When you guys are ready, I'm over.
Let's go. So last question. Any message to your Indonesian fans who longing to have you here in Indonesia? Like,
I would say, first of all, thanks for sticking around. I know it's been a while, but I promise that it'll be worth it. And I've been really working really hard to get this new music out and show you what I've been up to and what I've been feeling. And like I was saying before, I can't wait to see you in person, hopefully someday soon.
all right. Alex, thank you so much for your time. It's been a great pleasure
Thank
of
you.
mine to talk to you again. And I hope
Of
we
course.
can hang out in real person very, very soon after this pandemic goes away.
I would absolutely love it. Thank you for taking the time. It's good to see you.
It's good to see you.